back to the AC Pulse, where we expose the systems so we can build better ones. I'm your host, Amanda Corrales, and if you listened to episode 4, you already know what happens when you hand over your vision in good faith to a place that talks community but operates like a copyright strip mine. Today, we're picking up where we left off because it turns out what RedLine really took wasn't just a format, a pitch, or a program structure. It was a whole narrative framework, and they didn't even bother to hide it. Segment 1, underrepresented does not equal underscored. When I submitted my event proposal to RedLine, I described it as a platform for artists to share their creative journeys, specifically emphasizing underrepresented and under-resourced voices who rarely get the mic, let alone the stage. I called it Artists Through the Prism, a TED-style storytelling event for artists, navigating the intersections of art, money, and identity. Months later, RedLine unveiled the theme for their 48 hours summit, Stories Underscored, a phrase that just happens to echo my original pitch, giving space to underrepresented artists who tell their stories. Stories Underscored is more than just an exhibition theme. It's a testament to the power of storytelling to unite, inspire, and transform. Sound familiar?
Welcome to Stories Under Scrubbed, trademark, where your story matters, just not enough to be credited. Need a compelling theme for your summit? Just take a rejected rental submission, swap a few words, and voila! You've got a legacy program with deep community ties.
We didn't steal it. We repurposed it into our existing framework with respect to our mission.
At Stories Underscrubbed, trademark, we don't just elevate underrepresented voices, we extract them, distill them, and archive the original submitter under awaiting contact. Copy Barbara sent to me. Because storytelling is power, and nothing's more powerful than keeping yours.
And it gets better. Segment 2, when the system calls you, literally. Not only did RedLine absorb my idea, their events manager, Barbara, hey Barbara, shout out to you, called me to ask me how to find my submission in their system. Weird, right? Yes, you read that right. They had already used my concept, already woven the structure into their programming, and then circled back to locate it? Quoting Barbara herself, please send a copy of your inquiry by end of day tomorrow. I wrote in a follow-up email specifically the details of the event I shared with you. May 23rd, 2024. RedLine infringement summary. Because by then, I had the receipts. I knew exactly what they were trying to do. Retroactively box my submission in as just another entry, another email, another artist they would pretend never had a claim. Segment 3. The pattern is the point. This isn't just about a title. It's about a pattern, a calculated, quiet laundering of language. Taking what was personal and repackaging it as institutional. TED Talk style presentations focus on underrepresented narratives, interactive workshops, socially engaged art projects, RedLine infringement summary. That's not parallel thinking, that's a copy and paste colonization. And when it's done by institutions that say they're equity centered, it hits even harder.
Welcome to the Gaslight Line trademark, funded by equity dollars.
You've reached the Gaslight Line, where nonprofit staff and funders are standing by to remind you that what happened to you didn't happen.
Press 1 if your idea was used without consent, but you were told it's just community overlap. Press 2 if your language was borrowed and they said it was just the collective voice. Press 3 if you're feeling confused, unheard, or erased, and someone said, "We're sorry you feel that way." Your call is very important to us. Please continue shouting into the void until your grant cycle resets. The Gaslight Line, powered by vague DEI statements, unpaid labor, and you. Brought to you by the same people who created the term emerging artists.
Someone's format, you still their framing. When you still their framing, you dilute their intent. When you dilute the intent, you rewrite history in real time with a prettier press release. RedLine did not amplify my vision. They repackaged it and erased me from it entirely. Well, hope you like that one, because next episode we talk about what happens when institutions hide behind their boards, their branding, and their legal teams, and what it really means to lawyer up against the very communities they claim to serve. This is the AC Pulse, where we don't just expose the systems, we remember who stole them. If you've ever had your language lifted, your pitch diluted, or your vision borrowed by a place that said they were here for the culture, you're not crazy and you're not alone. Tag us, the AC Pulse. Use the hashtag submission does not equal consent. And if you have something to say, drop a comment or email me at amanda@ajcorrales.com, because your story matters and this platform is for us.